Hasta la We're una película. Oh no, you're back, you're back. You're here with the right thing. Not many people come for them. No. It's about our presence and it's about the day of that. Hey!
They're fucking starting already, and they're the violent ones. Why do they always turn aggressive like? And they're the ones preaching.
Can we get everybody that came here for us to come back to the centre? Please. Phil.
Can't engage.
Yeah.
Let's try not to.
There's the peace and love crowd now getting violent as usual.
Lads, just a reminder, this is a peaceful assembly. No violence whatsoever. This is a peaceful assembly. We have every right to be here just as much as anyone else. So lads, let's just keep that in mind. Don't give them what they want. They want these images and these optics to use against us.
Did they smash his phone? Did they take Phil's phone? Did they smash it?
I'm not sure.
Because his equipment is expensive.
We are just here on a peaceful assembly.
He's after getting it back. Oh, I know. Stop, just stand back. Anybody can talk about it. Yeah.
Okay, everybody, if we can all just come over here, please. Our side. Mike.
All right, you went? No skateboard?
No, he's with his mum today.
We are here today to peacefully protest the gender ideology which is being forced on our children without the parents' consent. We are here peacefully and lawfully. They won't drown us out today. We have the speakers. And this is what they're trying to do. We are in the way of them getting the children. That's why they want to disrupt us. Please come over and have a look at the leaflets, at the boards, which are in the books in the libraries. You're more than welcome to come over. It's all here on display. They are teaching children at a very young age how to masturbate, how to clean out each other's buttholes. They want to show your children porn and teach them a confused ideology that there's more than two genders. And we are here specifically for the children. We are not here to target any individual group. We are specifically here to protect our children, to protect childhood, to protect the future of our children. So I do encourage everybody to please come over and take our information, which has been censored from the mainstream media. We have that information here. So I'd like to invite Ross Naheed, who has been doing amazing work across this city, protecting childhood through the shops, the libraries, and making himself very active on the streets in getting the information out to people. So no further ado, Ross, here you go.
Thanks, Andy. Thanks for that. I just want to point out there, a member of our group, Philip Dwyer, peaceful man, went over to their side and he was attacked. He was attacked by a dozen deranged lefties. And you know yourself, lads, they're going to spin this in the media that we were the ones that caused the scuffle. Thankfully, we have it all recorded. Right now, they have his phone. They won't give it back to him. And the other thing I want to clarify, the media are here today, and the media are doing what the media does best. They spin, they lie, and they use slander. We came, myself and Andy, we went into the library, RT followed us in. They were asking us questions, but they don't want to answer our questions. And you know, it's the same no matter where you go, RTE, Corpio, the Echo, Red FM, you name it. They're all on the same page when it comes to their lies and slander. We are called aggressive. They're saying we're calling them names, specifically paedophile. There's no proof of any of this, but this is all they have. You know, the poor staff members, should God love them, we're going in and we're asking these questions. But they never mention anything about the innocence of these children. When they read these books, their minds are being corrupted and polluted. What do preteens need to know about sticking things up their back passage and all the rest of it? Lads, the media, they're showing themselves up for who they are. Like I said, their whole argument is built on lies and slander which they can't stand behind. There's not one scrap of evidence of us calling anyone a paedophile, even though that's what this book is doing. This book is grooming. What is grooming? Grooming is when you introduce innocent children to sexual concepts. They're trying to get them to go on apps to have casual sex. And you know, this is just the tip of the iceberg. It's not just these books, and it's not just this book. There are books that teach you how to chemically castrate yourself. Chemical castration is used for, you know, paedophiles that have committed horrendous crimes against children. They get chemically castrated, but they're getting children to volunteer and do this themselves. So we are, you know, we have every right to be outraged by this and to speak out against it. But instead of them being on our side, they attack us. I was on Neil Prendeville a couple of days ago. And Neil Prendeville's whole point, I just went through it there, is all about the attack. We're attacking staff, library members. And that's what he wants to have a conversation about. He doesn't want to have a conversation about the filth and the health risk to these children. And the next day he had 3 callers on, all against us and our message, all about 13-year-olds, it's okay for them to have sex. If I had this book when I was younger, maybe I wouldn't have been so sexually abused. It's total sexual abuse to teach children these things. And we're also going to the schools, lads. And what the schools are teaching 5-year-olds, the RSE, which Paul Murphy and Ruth Hoppinger are right behind. They want to teach children masturbation from 0 to 5, pornography upwards, same-sex marriages, and this is what Mick Barry is here to protect, the abuse of your children. I spoke to a few mothers. Their child is learning about what to do with a penis and vagina and teaching them sexual intercourse. And they're doing it in the name of preventing sexual abuse, but this is sexual abuse. The mothers are sick to their stomach when their innocent child comes home and tells them what they learned that day. Lads, we're not going to stop until this book is off the shelves. The average person out there completely against it. A very small percentage of people are actually for this book, and rightfully so, because it's grooming, and what do groomers do? Who are groomers? Well, they're paedophiles, and these books have no place in the children's library, lads. But we're not going to stop. We're going to continue, and we have her out today. We have the media out here today, and we know what they're going to say. They're going to repeat the same lie over and over again, but thankfully more people are coming on board, and they're not going to get away with it. Hi, sir. We're going to continue protecting children, yes. It's harassing. Define harass. They have a duty of care to protect children. What about the children, sir? Oh, are you a miss? I'm sorry. Well, you look like a man to me, I'm afraid. Okay, well, thank you very much for your input. We have Derek up next. A round of applause, Derek. He's doing fantastic work as well.
Thanks very much for coming out today, lads. It's unfortunate that the violent left got up to their usual carry-on again, but what more do you expect? My name is Derek Bly. I'm an activist. I'm the president of Ireland First. I'm a husband and I'm a father, and I love my children very much. I came here today to show Ross, Anita and Andy and the gang, who have been working tirelessly to attempt to highlight pornographic material being loaned out to our young children by libraries all over this country, including Cork City Library here. Content that Ross goes into depth in on his videos that is utterly disgusting for an adult to read, let alone a child. The books talk about things like how to clean out one's back passage before homosexual sex. Things like eating feces, which is apparently a sexual act. The book also goes into details on how to register a profile on Grindr, a gay version of Tinder, a website where a Muslim extremist befriended and arranged to meet for sex 3 gay men in the west of Ireland recently, and ultimately murdered, beheaded those 2 men. Which baffles me. Why would we want our young children to have access to material like this? Material that does not only exposes them to extreme pornography, but could ultimately put them in mortal danger. I'm also baffled as to why a serving member of the Dáil would show up to support this book being given to children. Mick Barry has been told about the contents of this book and others like it many times, so he can't claim ignorance. Yet he continuously defends it being given to children. A man that was elected by the good people of Cork North Central to put their families' safety and their needs at the forefront, now fights for pornography to be given to their children. I'm sure most will agree we are living in very unusual times, where LGBT issues have been highlighted now for several years. This isn't about gay people anymore. it now includes dozens of apparent genders that we as parents are expected to support our children being taught about in schools. It teaches that your child changing their sex from male to female or vice versa is something that firstly can be questioned but needs to be supported by parents. This involves children taking life-altering puberty blocker drugs and going through irreversible surgery with no objection from parents. Well, I'm not okay with it. And I will never be quiet on this issue. There are only two genders. Male and female. And anyone that says differently should have nothing to do with children. I've known these people for several years, and contrary to what the leftist media like RTE will tell you, myself and these people do not hate gays, or transsexuals, or people of a different skin colour. We have friends in all of those categories, and it's every adult's right to choose what they do with their body and who they fall in love with. It's their life and it's their business and nobody else's. And RTE chose to stop filming when I made that point. But when Cork City Library, part of the Irish government, decide to hand out extreme pornography to children under 18, that's where myself and these people will step in and will continue to do so and escalate their objections. And Mick Barry and any other politician that supports the sexualization of children, the tide is turning very quickly on this topic, and elections are coming, and we will do everything in our power to ensure that you are in the dole queue very soon for what you are doing. And there's one last point that I'd like to bring up. Lads, watch yourselves here. Watch yourselves here. Tim Lee is the Director of Services for Cork County Council, and Anne Doherty is the Director of Services for Cork City Council. These people are the ones that decide locally what happens with these books. And today I'm suggesting we escalate our protest from the library and we escalate it up to these people, because these people ultimately are the ones that make the decisions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Derek. That was brilliant. And thank you everybody that is here to stand up to protect childhood. Please give yourself a round of applause, Mum. There is only two genders. I think we're going to stay here for another little while and keep our speeches going. I have a few more things to say, and Ross has a few more things to say, because what's happening in your community is absolutely shocking. They tried to shout us down as fascists, but we're not here to shut anybody down. We're not here to grab people's phones out of their hands. We're not here to antagonize anybody. We are here because we are protecting childhood. Children who cannot stand up and speak for themselves are being targeted, and we would like to invite anybody over here. We have leaflets and we have banners with all the pornography that they are teaching 12-year-olds in libraries, schools and Dubray's bookshop. We would ask you to boycott these shops. You go woke, you go broke. And that's already been proved across the world with the likes of Bud Light. But again, we are here to protect childhood. We are not here to attack any individual group. All we want is the books that have porn in them taking off the shelves. They are breaking the law, which is the Children First Act 2015, which specifically states that pornographic material or any explicit material cannot be shown to children. A minor is somebody under the age of 18. They are now reclassifying the books as young adults. They are breaking the law. They are breaking the Child First Act 2015 by allowing these on the shelves into your children's minds. So it's up to the parents now to stand up, go into the libraries, go into your schools, talk to your principal, and have a real conversation about this, because we're being deprived of a real debate. We're not being asked, do we want this for our children? We are being told. And it also, it's in our constitution that the parents are the primary teachers of the moral teachings of our children. The parents own the children, not the schools. We teach our children moral values, not the schools.
Sad old woman.
The books have to come off the shelf. Page 162 of this book is gay. This book is for 12-year-olds, and this is what it says. Technology changes frighteningly quickly. The lesbian app Pusher has been gone already. It seems that market leader Grindr is here to stay. Note, Grindr has a minimum age of 18 years of age, right? So this is going in the libraries here for 12 years old. Okay, how the app works. Upload a picture of yourself to the app. Okay, they're telling a 12-year-old, upload your picture. Okay, the app works out your location. So any predators that are on these apps, which they are always on these apps for children, they already know where your child is. The app tells you who the nearest homosexuals are. Okay? So then you chat to them. Because they are near, it is easy to meet up with them. They are telling children at the age of 12 years of age to meet up with homosexual adults online. That's why we are here today, to protect childhood. Leave our children alone. Leave our children alone. It's that simple. I'm going to put Ross back on now. Thanks, Ross.
Yeah, lads, and that app, Grindr, there's a couple of men getting their heads chopped off up the country in Sligo by an Islamic extremist who's against gay people, and he's luring them by this app, and they're trying to get children on this app. I just want to say thank you for people that came down from all the way from Dublin. We have Philip Dwyer here, who can't actually do a live stream because they took his phone, and they're going to make him out to be the guy in the wrong here. They literally took his phone and he can't live stream. But thanks to the guards as well, because we did have a few hairy situations. There was people trying to come over and start trouble with us, but thankfully the guardies stepped in and nothing kicked off. This is what the media want. They want to see these images to use against us. I just want to say as well, thanks to Philip for coming down, to Mary. We have a fella here, John. He's protesting against abortion. He's pro-life, and now they're trying to make it illegal for people to go outside the abortion clinics. This is the road, the direction we're going here, lads. And this flag, this so-called loving LGBTQ+, it stands for paedophilia. You know, in the corner you have the pink and the blue for boy and girl. You have brown for brown people, black for black people, white for virginity. It was designed and created by a convicted paedophile, and you're all standing there so proudly waving that flag. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Absolutely disgusting and ashamed of yourselves. I'll say it again, we have nothing against gay people. A lot of gay people are standing on our side. This is horrendous what's going on here. And we look forward to getting this book off the shelf, because by the looks of it, every time we do something, you overreact, you bite off more than you can chew, and you make yourselves out to be foolish. So here we are, lads. Thank you so much. We have RTE, we have Red FM. Do you want to say a few words, Steve? Lads, we are winning this fight because our message is resonating more than your sick, twisted, perverted ideas.
Good afternoon, my name is Stephen McGill. I'm here to stand for the protection of children. Ignore all these sexual or gender ideologies that try to force into schools. It's already in the library, because if it wasn't in the library, we wouldn't be here trying to get it off the shelves. Right, we also find out when we get here, there is some kind of a demonstration here, saying we didn't know this before we came. But as we go over this, I noticed that Mick Barry TD and Leo Varadkar say that they stand in solidarity with the library staff, stand up for their safety. Remember now, these library staff that the TDs are standing for their safety, these are the people who are complicit in supplying these books to our kids. They are giving our kids the tools. They're giving them the tools to be, well, better not say what I was going to say because it may not go down well. Seen at the beginning, some of our loopy left friends, there was actually an act of aggravated theft. That man's phone was taken. Philip DeWall's phone was stolen. It's aggravated theft. And I would hope that charges will be pressed. We are here to defend the undefensible. That is the children. They are undefensible because they haven't got the capabilities. We have the capabilities. We can protect our children. And we want this book off the shelves yesterday. Let's be honest, there are only two genders.
Because they're so aggressive.
I'd like to invite Donna Dulvin up to give a speech. Can you give him a round of applause, please? Thank you very much.
Hi guys, listen, this is not about being anti-gay or anti-lesbian. This is all about children, simple as that. It's a protection of children, the innocence of children, to keep children childlike as long as they can and protect their innocence, right? You're only going to be a child once and once only, right? And there's an agenda out there now to destroy and to sexualize children at a young age, and it's absolutely despicable. This is not against the library staff here whatsoever. I will repeat, it's all about the protection and the innocence of children, right? This present government and these people that I fear, they believe in murdering children before they even come out of the womb, right? This is what we're dealing with. They want to put explicit teaching into the schools against the wishes of the parents with no consultation, right? They want to put stuff into libraries, right, which people don't want. The majority of people don't want it. It's underage, it's aimed at very young impressionable children, and it's wrong, wrong, wrong. You protect the innocence of children as long as possible, and that's all that matters.
Hi lads, my name is Anisha Ward. I wasn't going to speak today because I'm in agony with my leg. One thing I want to let you all know here, none of you were paid to come here. All of them NGOs were down as well last March, all paid. We're not paid, they're all paid. Just look at every face, it's the same faces over and over again, paid to infiltrate, to come over here, cause trouble, start on Philip Dwyer, kick his phone that he doesn't have. We are peaceful, we are peaceful, we are parents. Now the average, and I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart, average life expectancy for a trans is 30 to 32 years. Do you want that for your kids? For them to try and transition and not have a full, healthy life? Because I certainly don't. Whatever you do over 18 is your business. I have nothing against gay people, I have gay friends. And I'm telling you here and now, what they're doing to our children is completely wrong and I will not accept it. Now, look at our crowd compared to their crowd, but we're legit and we care and they don't care over there. They're all paid by the hour. And that's all I wanted to say, lads. Thanks very much and thanks for everyone here.
These people on my left are morally bankrupt.
Folks, do we just make our way and follow the spirit? They'll tell you hi. We're going
Lads, if anyone wants to come up and say a few words, you're more than welcome. So lads, I think we made a point here. I wonder how the media are going to portray us, Andy. You know, they attacked a member of our group, Philip Dwyer, and they stole his phone, they tried to steal his mic as well. And it's all going to be about how we're the troublemakers. So, lads, thanks very much.
Thank you very much for your support, your solidarity, your positivity.
Can we get everybody saying protect childhood?
Protect childhoods! 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 Protect childhoods!
Erin Gabra.
Erin Gabra. Are they off to do the walk of shame? Oh, they're going off to do the walk of shame. Walk of shame, walk of shame.